Alright, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy, the Nature Boy, and it's Bleach time. We're going to be watching Bleach, and it's actually Wednesday today, so it's a couple of days late. I didn't get a chance to watch. I still haven't watched the finale, neither of the two episodes. It's been a crazy 2 days for me, but we're about to watch it now. But like always, before we get into it, I want to mention some stuff. So if you're interested in just watching the reaction, I'll put a timestamp like I always do. Just go ahead and skip to there and you can watch the reaction. But a couple things I want to mention first. So I'm going to be getting a new job right now in truck driving, which is going to be long term. So I won't be home for very long periods of time, like a week to 2 weeks at a time. If you guys remember, way back earlier in my channel, I did a live reaction to one of the One Piece chapters where I was in a truck, and I told you guys about that job. So something similar to that, where I'll be traveling all around the States and back home. So I won't be home for a very long time. So if there is some inconsistency coming up in the next week or two, bear with me, guys. I'm going to try and figure it out. What I'm planning on doing right now is recording as many videos as I can when I'm home, so that when I'm on the road, I can come up with ideas, come up with scripts, edit videos, upload videos if that's possible, and basically do everything else that isn't recording. So if that works, then I can always just come home, record a bunch of videos at a time, and then when I'm on the road for let's say 2-3 weeks at a time, set up all those videos. So edit each and every single one, get them done, and hopefully I can be able to upload them. If that's the case, hopefully consistency will be better than ever. But just in case there is a slow bit of consistency in the next week or two, this will be the reason for sure, no doubt. So if there is, bear with me, guys. I promise it won't be long term. Next thing I want to mention is I got a new camera and microphone specifically for this. So by the next, maybe not the next 2 videos or 3 videos after this one, those might still be on my iPhone. But after those videos, so after this video, maybe another 3 or 4 videos after that, you guys will see an increase in quality in both sound and visual. So keep that in mind. So there's going to be upgrades to the channel for sure, no doubts. And what else did I want to mention? Yeah, so I did get, I don't even want to say it's a spoiler, but I saw some people's headlines on YouTube about the next 2 episodes coming up right now. So if you don't want to hear what I'm about to say, mute. I'm going to put my hand up. Mute now. When I put my hand down, you're good. Unmute and you can listen. So mute it now. Okay, so the spoiler that I heard is basically the blade is me. So something about Ichigo's blade being himself. It was impossible to avoid that. I saw like 4 or 5 different people mention that. Even now, when I was clicking on the episode, that was the title name of the episode. I actually had to like search because the place I always watched the episodes crashed apparently. They just like deleted their whole website. So they put an alternative link down below. I clicked that one and it's there. So we're gonna watch both these episodes now. Is there anything else I wanted to mention? Yes, one more thing. I got a bone to pick with you guys. All of you guys. I'm mad at all of you guys. And the reason I am is because all this time that you guys have been following me in my Bleach journey, and you knew that I never watched the Fullbring arc, not one of you told me it is arguably, in my opinion, arguably the best arc in Bleach. Like, for an arc that's supposed to be, that some people debate is filler and is not even needed, holy shit, that was an amazing arc. I'm not even done. I'm at the point right now where all of the Soul Reapers that came to help Ichigo just set it up their fights. So Kenpachi just one-shotted his dude, and that might have been the last thing I saw. Was Kenpachi one-shot his dude because he wanted to fight Byakuya's Tsukushima, because Tsukushima is obviously a lot stronger than all the rest except for Ginjo. It's between those two, right? So he can sense it. Obviously Ichigo's gonna fight Ginjo, and Kenpachi can sense how strong Tsukushima is. So he's looking at Byakuya and he's like, hey, trade places. And it's too late. The barricade closes. So he just one-shots his dude and he's like sad. He's like, man, I wanted a good fight. But I haven't seen any of the other fights yet. But Byakuya versus Tsukushima, I think is gonna be, I think that's how you say his name. I think that's gonna be an amazing fight. But man, all this time, 5 or 6 years now, I've been just sitting around waiting for Bleach to come back, not even thinking about watching this arc. And I watch it now, and after, okay, it's slow for like the first 3 to 4 episodes, but then the mystery picks up, and that keeps you watching it nonstop. So then it became like one of the most binge-worthy arcs in Bleach, in my opinion, because it's like you want to find out this mystery. And even though I knew I was spoiled on the fact that Ginjo and the rest of the Fullbringers were evil, I had no idea it was going to play out the way it did. Like, I thought Ginjo was evil the whole time. I didn't think anything he was saying to Ichigo was sincere. But it turns out he was evil, but it didn't take away from the fact that when us, through the eyes of Ichigo, and Ichigo as well, were communicating with Ginjo and experiencing that, that was real. Like, he genuinely hated Tsukushima, and he genuinely was on Ichigo's side. So that was an interesting twist I wasn't expecting at all. And man, Bleach is an anime that every single arc hits. Like, every single canon arc in Bleach hits. Soul Society arc, my favorite arc of all time in any anime. Wake Mundo, I want to say top 10 for me personally in any anime. I want to say it's so good. Karakura Town's definitely top 10 for me all time in any anime. This Fullbring arc is an amazing arc as well. And then obviously Thousand Year Blood War. Right now I would put Soul Society, Karakura Town, Fake Karakura Town, Thousand Year Blood War, but I expect it to pass Fake Karakura Town easily, but it's still earlier on, so I'm gonna put Fake Karakura Town above it because of Gin Ichimaru and all that good stuff. I like the Gin a lot, and Shunsui versus Stark, great stuff there. Aizen one-shotting everyone. Third would be Thousand Year Blood War so far, only 11 episodes in. 4 would be Wakamundo, and 5 would be Fullbring. But still, it's amazing. It is amazing. For an arc that's supposed to be filler, it is fantastic. But that's everything I wanted to discuss before we get into it. Now we're going to watch episode 12 and 13. If the videos get too long, I might put this into 2-parters, separate reaction videos, but upload them on the same day if possible. So if you do see one come up, if this is just episode 12, episode 13 will drop the same day. Don't worry about it. But without further ado, guys, we're going to get into the episode. So 1 second here. Bring the volume down. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. This is episode 12, right? Let me just make sure. It's still playing though. Everything but the rain, June, truth. Okay, episode 12. Helped minimize squad casualties and curtailed any serious harm to the world of the living. Therefore, I will overlook a violation of squad rules. This mystery hollow is a serious enough crime. By the way, your report only describes how unusual the hollow was. I trust you didn't leave anything. He's hiding the Quincy part, isn't he? Oh, he's hiding. He's hiding that he worked with a Quincy. Yeah, when Yamamoto finds out, they're going to banish him, right? That's where I'm thinking this is going. Because why else would he get... Well, we don't know he got banished, but why else would he leave forever? Unless, like, to start a family with her or something. I hope he's not in trouble. Squad 10 barracks. Laptop's so dusty right now. Knowing I'm a Soul Reaper. Shit. Just straight up Romeo and Juliet over here. Maybe I'll go back and thank her properly this time. It's her cousin. Is it her actual cousin? Urahara, oh shit. What's Urahara doing? He's always up to something. He sensed something. He sensed the whatchamacallit? Uh what's it called? Bastolordus. He sensed the hollow spirit in her, I'm guessing. It's gotta be that. So I guess with the spoiler that I know, the one spoiler that I mentioned, we're gonna get more than just a flashback in these 2 episodes. We're gonna go back to Ichigo at some point. Otherwise, that spoiler wouldn't make any sense. I think. We'll see. Also, when is the next core? It's early next year, right? Or is it late next year? I'll have to look that up. I hope it's no more than like 4 or 5 months or so. If it's like a year, oh man, it's gonna kill the momentum a bit. But if it's less than that, that'll be alright. If it's like 4 or 5 months, that's alright. Because this has been, because of the quality of what they're giving us, that's alright. I gotta stop watching these. I always forget about these. Ishida's residence. She's in trouble. I heard he fought against a Hollow the other night to save a Soul Reaper. So they're both hiding it from everyone. Ishin and Masaki. The Ishida family. It was her. She's jealous, right? She's probably Uryu's real mom. But this is probably Uryu's mom, I'm thinking. The maid. Miss Masaki sustained a wound from the hollows. If she doesn't get proper Quincy treatment from your father and mother. She's right. She's right. It's her. She's jealous. She's Uryu's mom. Masaki isn't to blame for what happened. Yeah, this Hollow's really messing her up. She has a hole and everything, like the Espada. So Ichigo was born with a hollow spirit inside of him. It's like Naruto, kind of, with a Kyuubi. He was always different from day one. It's this thing that resembles a hollow's hole. Why is she in so much pain? Why did she let it bite her so casually? If these are like the consequences. I thought she was like, sure, Ishin. I thought she was sure nothing would happen. That's why she did it. She looked so confident. Now he's mad. Because of you. It's because she protected you. Yeah, here we go. She broke the rules of the Quincy's to protect you, a Soul Reaper. And because of that, she was wounded. Why does Misaki have to go through this? That wound is what's causing this? Urahara, the GOAT. No time to argue. So he already knows what's going on. I'll tell you the choices you have to save her. So just from bumping into her, he figured out what was going on and how to fix it. Because I'm assuming that was a coincidence, him bumping into her. But when they bumped, he sensed something. Falling down a peaceful hole. Someone who needs me is waiting for me down there. Vastolordus form. Urahara shop. Oh, he was already researching it for 100 years. This is when they met. There's no turning back. She's gonna be like that forever. Yeah. Qualification is poured into another soul, destroying the boundaries between the two souls. It's basically just a buff if you deal with it right initially. However, souls that undergo qualification eventually become mindless monsters. Soul suicide. Qualification is an uncontrollable technology. But I can save her life. During my research over the past 100 years, I discovered a way to prevent this soul suicide. The Hogyoku. So, that's preventing. So does he know the Visors are still alive? Or does he think they did soul suicide? Sees a light arrow and a human soul, they'll remain in whatever state they're. What? Frequencies have no resistance against hollows, so the vaccine isn't enough. To put it in simpler terms, we're trying to neutralize by hitting it with a counteracting force to save this Quincy girl's life, preventing her holification, while retaining her existence as a human. Counteracting force. Seems that must remain by her side at all times. Ishin. Because he's not strong enough. Yeah. It's Ishin. Do you want to spend your life with her? Soul Reapers are the opposite of Quincy's. Humans are the opposite of Hollows. So, Soul Reaper human. Soul Reaper is someone who is a hybrid of Soul Reaper and human. But is Ishin? He's a Shiba. Special Giga I created. It was created from a human soul. It envelops a soul that enters it, making them completely human again. You understand now, don't you? If you use this, you'll become a hybrid of Soul Reaper and human. So that's where Ichigo gets his human side from. Because Ichigo's a mix of all four. It makes perfect sense. I must bind your soul to Masaki's soul in the hollow within her with a string of reishi. No, it will be forever passed down to her descendants while you are in this Gigai. Man, this guy gave up everything for Masaki, bro. The mother of his children. He's gonna say accept right now. Okay, I'll do it. Ishin. Just like that. No hesitation. No hesitation. He's the reason. If I let the person who saved my life die because I couldn't make a decision, I know my future self will laugh at me. Exactly what she said. Exactly what she said. Damn, he didn't even think twice about it. After reaching the captain level. Yeah, to potential. Ichigo's a perfect mix of the two. I feel like 50-50. And he's like 25% human, 25% hollow, 25% Soul Reaper, 25% Quincy. She'll be alright now. So is Ishin always in a Gigai when he's at home? That's why he can't see hollows? Well, I guess so, yeah. Otherwise, no one would be able to see him if he's in Soul Reaper form. He wouldn't be able to live amongst humans. Oh, he did. I feel like this is Uri's mom. It is my duty to devote my entire life to serving you. From the day I first met you. When you're sad, I'm sad. It tears my heart apart. After that, soon after graduating high school. Oh, she wasn't even done school at the time. Her soul was mixed with a hollow. For the Quincy's, it was a proper decision. Kurosaki Clinic. These are the medical skills. Urahara. But with Urahara's help, I somehow managed. This guy's been helping generations of Kurosaki's. So he voluntarily left. She would always see through my lies and forgive me for telling them. In a movie we saw together, an old man compared the old woman he spent many years with to the sun. I don't remember the rest of the movie. Aside from the fact they made Misaki burst into tears. She attracted everything, forgave everything. The rest is history. In the Soul Society. But how did she die? I wanted to know that. The fact that it was released means that my soul pressure has been passed on to suppress him. The connection to my Gigai and the hollow was broken. But there's still one thing that you've experienced that you don't know the whole story about. Tell us. June 17th. The day your mom... Yes, thank you. Thank you. The real reason your mom died that day. Don't tell me that. That was so fast. Yo, that was like... I swear that felt like 10 minutes. Oh my god. Thank god there's another one. Oh wait. There's still 5 minutes. There's gotta be an after credit. Yeah, there's an after credit scene. So, there's so much information. It goes by so fast that I'm not sure I even processed all of it. Like, what made Ishin get his powers back? And why didn't he just get his powers back after Misaki was dead? Because the whole point, if she dies, the whole point of it is done anyways. So can't he just get his powers back? Or was it like sealed no matter what? That was a contract. Even if she dies forever, he's going to lose his powers. And if that's the case, then why did he get it back? I didn't understand exactly what he said. I'll have to go back and read it. This is very good stuff though. So much information for one episode. Let's see. Man. I want to find out. I want to find out how she died. Because I feel like, was it explained in the very beginning of Bleach? But like a bullshit reason was given to us as to like why she died? Okay, here we go. Your mom. Protecting Ichigo. Don't tell me Ichigo killed her. She was strong. Where these Quincy's are? That specific group of Quincy's? I guess they're like the elite of the elite. What happened? It's because she lost her Quincy powers that day. I heard of a Quincy tale that sang praises of a king who was sealed away. No. Kana Kataguri lost her life And how Masaki lost her powers and lost her life and... No. Is the father of the Quincy's. The Quincy's started from him. And all Quincy's have his blood running in their veins. What? This guy's like the Adam of the Quincy's. No wonder they all treat him the way they do. He's not just their leader. He's far more than that. Farewell, Ichigo Kurosaki. My son born. It all makes sense. No problem. So now what? The badge. What's he gonna do with it? What, to the Soul Society? It's not up to him though. It's up to Oetsu, isn't it? The world is full of danger. I want to protect you from it. Only because inside me is the same impulse as that danger. Yuhabaha. So it is Yuhabaha, not Yuhaba. Yuhabaha. Man, that was interesting. So, did he... Wait, let me pause this before it keeps playing. Jump straight to the next episode already. So did he know that exactly when he took Masaki's powers, what she was doing in that exact moment that she would die? Did he know that? And did he know that with Uryu's mom, or Uryu's grandma as well? Or did he just randomly do it? I feel like he did it on purpose in that exact moment so that she would die. Because that's going to give Ichigo more of a reason to kill him, obviously. But he's the father of all Quincy's. That's why they don't just treat him like a head captain like Yamamoto. That's why they call him king. That's why they're all willing to die for him. Like the level that the Quincy's treat Yuhabaha is not the same way that Soul Reapers treat Yamamoto. And that's not taking away anything from the Soul Reapers. They treat him like a head captain should be treated. But these guys look up to Yuhabaha on a next level. Like they would all gladly sacrifice their lives for Yuhabaha. At the same time, all of them would easily do that. Whereas the Soul Society, even they understand that it's always about protecting the Soul Society. So that's their goal, right? So even Yamamoto's death, a lot of them understood if he needs to die there, he needs to die there. They're sad, but they're like, even Shunsu was like, don't mourn him. It's always about the greater good with the Soul Society and Soul Reapers. Always. And anyone can be sacrificed for the greater good. And the greater good is, for Squad 0, it's protecting the Soul King and the Royal Palace. For the 13 Court Guard squads, it's protecting the Soul Society. So the greater good is always the Soul Society. That's even above Yamamoto's life. And they would all give up their lives for the Soul Society, including Yamamoto. Whereas the way they look at the Soul Society is the way the Quincy's just look at Yuhabaha himself. Because not only is he the strongest, not only is he the leader, but he himself is the core of what they are. They all come from him. So the way you say Ichigo is my son born in the dark, it's technically it's his son. Not like his direct son, but it's a descendant. Because Masaki is being a Quincy and being that elite group, I forget what they're called, she's a descendant of Yuhabaha. And Ichigo obviously is a descendant of her. And being born in the dark, probably because of the holification. Who would have thought that quote would have so much meaning? That's crazy. But let's jump right into the next episode. Let's jump right into it. Alright, episode 13 of Bleach 1000 Year Blood War, guys. Here we go. Alright. 3, 2, 1, go. I'm going. How do you intend to... Exactly. Oetsu said it's not up to you. Even if you do find out the truth, you might never be able to come back. Who the hell is this? Right on time. Let's go. Who the... Oh, that was the girl that was with Oetsu. Oetsu, here he is. So he's back. So he lied to him. He was always going to come back. He just needed to learn that. So he just needed to know his history and his lineage. Why he has hollow powers, why he has soul reaper powers, Quincy powers, all of that. They're all bowing to him. Yo, what? Even he's shocked. Also the music. You're the one. No hesitation. He knew immediately. Same hair as him. I'll personally reforge it for you. But what made him so confident this time? Like, I get it, he learned his past. His dad told him the story of everything, but how did he just walk up like that and know exactly? Whereas before he was fighting, he's getting his ass kicked for hours and hours. I guess that just shows the level that he's going to be on now. Because even Renji, even though he got it, he had to fight hours and hours and hours for it. I'm assuming all the Soul Reapers would have to do that. Whereas Ichigo now is just walking, and they're all bowing to him, getting on their knees, and he just walks directly to the one, and it's like, you're the one. So he's probably a lot. I can't wait to see his new sword. Or his reforged sword. Obviously, it's still going to be Zangetsu. I wonder if Yuha-Ba has something to do with his sword as well, though. Now that we're getting all this lore with Yuha-Ba. Because I swear, Zangetsu looks a lot like Yuha-Ba. Like, a lot. Like the mustache, the coat, the face, the hair. The way, like, the coat flares every time we see both of them. Toshiro. Just more flashback? Soy fun training. Oh, no. Who was that? That was like an old Kamamura. Squad 10 training. Oh, you gotta do way more than basic training like this. What you were already doing if you don't want to get slaughtered. Mass slaughtering again. What brings you here? I forgot. If I'm to fight using only Zanjutsu, then I must retrain myself from the basics. He's humble, though. He's very humble. He's the captain of this squad. I thoroughly found my Bankai until it could be called a true Bankai. But he forgot about the fundamentals. And now you're exposed. Mad respect to Toshiro. Mad respect. He wants... Oh, they're serious. But in case it is next time. The more Soul Reapers who can do Bankai, the better. Why? That's just... No, I think it's opposite logic. Okay, the more that can, the better, obviously. But the more that are willing to use it, it's just more Bankai for the Quincy's. I think mastering Bankai is the only way you won't die. Straight into it. A lieutenant shouldn't disobey a super lieutenant. Super lieutenant, come on. I'm not soft like Tosin was. Shots fired. What do you mean? Oh, you probably didn't even know about him until recently. You have no right to badmouth Captain Tosin. Respect. I respect that. I respect that. I respect that huge. He still admires Tosin, bro. Of course not. It still hurts. Who's that voice actor? Ever since the Quincy's attack. He sounds like another character in Bleach. I just can't wrap my mind around who. What the hell is that? Is something wrong? Either a crisis has occurred within the captain's office, or he's conducting experiments that he doesn't want anyone to see. Mayuri? This guy's spying on his own captain. I'm getting a visual. Bro, you gotta invest in some better quality cameras next time, man. What the hell is that? Omeda. Just play ball with me. Bro, help your little sister out, man. There you go. These are the moments that matter. There's the captain. Everybody needs to get stronger. Great elder. He needs more training. You got some nerve coming back here. Great elder, I have come to learn our clan's secret technique. Damn, Kamamura is big. Imagine how big. Look at how much bigger this guy is to Kamamura. Because you were embarrassed by our clan's appearance. That's true. How dare you make demands of me? I sense that the world has reached a point where our clan can live out in the open. Jinbei. Currently under threat. The world will never perish. Only the bearer of it will change. Our clan won't change. Regardless of whoever claims the world, we will continue to live in the shadows. For the sake of our children and our grandchildren. Nor is there a need to. Whoever the world belongs to, it's none of our concern. Yo. Look at the size of this guy. He cannot do that. I shall crush you. That's how he gets stronger, I guess. He's gonna fight the Great Elder. What the? It's built on a cliff. A Bankai cannot be forged without all these wonders. And he's Slabi. And Zanpakuto. Zangetsu. Must say goodbye. Why? Does he forge with it? Does he completely forge with his sword or something? Like, you remember when he was in the final form fighting Aizen? Both him and Aizen in their final forms were, like, forged with their sword. It was, like, basically a part of their arm. The Nimaya bodyguards. Fight? What is it? Nimaya bodyguard. Nonomi, Nomoni, Nomino. Fireball jutsu. Nimaya bodyguard. Mira. I can't pronounce these names. I'm not even gonna try. Toki Tonokawa. What are they doing? Hasuka Hashihira. Oh, what the hell was that? Sumiko something. Just ripped her tooth right out. Oh, that's what his eyes look like. This seems so weird seeing him without his glasses. Oh, he's literally forging it like a blacksmith. Well, it's much brighter now, so maybe you should have left your sunglasses. The flames. The reason why this Asauchi turned white the moment it touched you. He looks so different now. I'm confused. I was saying that this hollow is your Zanpakuto. The hollow is his Zanpakuto. Aizen created a hollow known as white. The one who killed his mom? No. No, the one who bit his mom is Zangetsu? To be your Zanpakuto within your soul. I'm confused. Here, okay, Zangetsu. Bro, he looks so much like Yuhaba. Old man, Zangetsu. Zangetsu, no, look closer. You've seen that man up close with your own eyes quite recently. It actually is. Your Quincy power is taking the form. Oh my god. It actually is Yuhaba. I've been trying. No. When I first confronted him, I felt as if I was drawn there. He looked exactly like him. But why I was able to go straight to him without knowing anything, or why I thought he was the most important enemy, because he looks like Zangetsu. I didn't think it was actually gonna be him. I saw him. He might as well. Oh my gosh! So this guy's been in Ichigo's mind the whole time. Bro, I have so many questions now. Yuhaba. So Zangetsu's not even real. Look at how much he resembles Yuhaba. The voice is different now though. That's not Zangetsu's voice. I'm not Zangetsu. So I'm guessing here's where Ichigo finds out the spoiler I said in the beginning of the episode. I cannot believe that plot twist though. I am the source of the Quincy power within you. I am Yuhabaha, yet I am not. What does that mean? Was everything you said to me a lie? I have so many questions. I am not an enemy nor an ally, but there were no lies in my words to you, except for the name I told you. I know you've seen it. Whenever I taught you how to use your Zanpakuto, it had help from the hollow. Whenever you couldn't handle your Zanpakuto's power, it was not me, it was the hollow. This is kind of confusing. I don't want you to become a Soul Reaper. That is why I suppressed your true power, which had not fully been matured in the kingdoms of every power. So he was intentionally holding back and from conflict. No. No. And eventually I would have to kill you. So he's gonna be like Kenpachi. Like, this man has been holding back. Someone has been holding back his powers the entire series. If you did, I would have to kill you. However, you chose the path of a Soul Reaper. You were given opportunity and honed your strength. Bro, as I watched you, I could almost hear my heart wavering. What is going on? Eventually, rather than to try to keep you away from the Soul Reapers, my heart turned towards supporting your decision. So he does care for Ichigo then. So now he's conflicted in where he stands. Feeling the joy of stepping away from you. But it's not Yuhabaha. You've become strong. I've been able to see I've been able to see your growth right by your side. Nothing could make me happier. So he's gone. So who is he? Still. Zangetsu is gone forever. Bro, I have goosebumps right now. Ichigo. And using is merely a fragment of your power that I could not suppress. You can now fight. Bro, I have goosebumps like crazy right now. That is your true Zanpakuto. A Quincy's shadow to help me. A Quincy's blood to stop mine. He owes him everything. Thank you. Thank you. You saved his life. You might try to deny it, but you were my ally. You and him are both my allies. Are both Zangetsu to me. What an ending. What a beautiful ending. Oh my goodness. With number 1 playing his new sword. Is it going to look different? I was just thinking the same thing. That it would be completely once you poured your soul into it. Now pull it out, Ichi. I love Bleach, man. I swear to God, I love Bleach. I love Bleach so much, man. It evaporated. Let's see it. Come on, you have to show it. Wait, with those Zangetsus. He has 2. He has 2. Yo. I won't ask you to lend me your strength anymore, but just fight by my side. He wants it. Oh no, it's disappearing. I don't stay in my way anymore. And I won't ask you guys to fight alongside me. I'll fight on my own. It dissolved into him. You are me. The blade is me. Is it gonna be? No. Is he gonna bow down to you? No, that's Ishida, bro. Come on. Is it? This doesn't make any sense. No, that doesn't make any sense. What motive would he have? No. Bro, look at how sick I can't believe Ichigo's a dual wielder. Oh my god, I have so many questions. So many questions. Oh my god. That last episode. I want to say, aside from episode 5, that was the best episode. 13. 5 is still number 1 for me. 5 is goated. Episode 5 of Bleach might be the best anime episode I've ever seen. But this episode had twists and turns everywhere. I don't even know where to start. So Zangetsu So Zangetsu actually was connected. Okay, that felt like it was gonna happen because Zangetsu looked so much like Yuhabaha. But I didn't think it was actually. But it's not actually him. I don't know because Oetsu made it sound like he is Yuhabaha, and then when he started talking now, he has the voice of Yuhabaha, where he never had that voice before. But then he said he's not Yuhabaha, and he's obviously not because he wants what's best for Ichigo. Yuhabaha doesn't, and he really was an ally to Ichigo the entire time. So that's a bit confusing to me. But they looked so much alike. It was like there had to be a connection there. He looked so much like him. But he doesn't look exactly like him, which is why I was surprised they said it is him. Because it's not identical to Yuhabaha. There's still a facial difference, but they're very, very similar. But my god. Is Ichigo gonna be a dual wielder now? Or is he just not gonna fight with swords anymore in the entire series? I don't understand because at one glance he had one full on sword and then he had like a blade with no hilt. Just a blade. But if he's a dual wielder, I would love that so much because those like Ukitake and Shunsui being dual wielders look so sick. And I always felt like there should be more dual wielders. I feel like there's one more I'm forgetting. Ukitake, Shunsui. Maybe it's not a captain. Maybe it's like a lieutenant. Okay, well, even if there is a third, there's only like 3 dual wielders in the whole series. I really wanted there to be more because it's such a sick, unique, and it allows so much different abilities when you're fighting too. Stark was a dual wielder towards the end of his fight when he had like the blue. They kind of look like the Star Wars swords, but he had like the blue swords with like the lightning. Not lightning, but they had like blue light in his final form. But at the end there, the swords dissolved into him, and he said, "You Zangetsu is me," and I said, "The blade is mine." I mean, the blade is me. So is he just gonna fight with his fists? I don't know. That's weird. That's weird. I hope not. Honestly, I hope not. But regardless, that was amazing. So everything that I've been spoiled on in the very beginning when I told the first Bleach video I made, practically all of that is already done, and we still have 3 more cores to go. I'm really, really happy about that because honestly, I thought the Uruhara fight was gonna be like after like 70% of this arc is done. The Yamamoto death I thought was gonna be the final battle, like probably last 10 episodes of the whole series. That's what I thought. And then I honestly thought Shunsui being captain was gonna be like you know when series ends, and they usually tend to like skip a bit for like that final 10 minutes of the whole series, and they'll just show you like what happened after the bad guy's done and the new world changed and everything. Kind of like Naruto becoming Hokage. That's what I thought Shunsui being head captain was gonna be like. So like after Yuhabaha is dead, and so Yuhabaha fights Yamamoto in the end, probably last 5 or 6 episodes of Bleach. Yamamoto dies. Ichigo comes, kills Yuhabaha. Series is done. They wrap it up by showing what happens now and like maybe like a year into the future or something, or a few months into the future, and they show that Shunsui's head captain, but he never actually does anything. That's what I thought that spoiler was like, honest to God. But we got the Yamamoto stuff, the Shunsui stuff, the Unohana stuff, all of that in this one, and then the Quincy stuff as well. The only other one is the fight that I said that I know. Someone that fights Yuhabaha. That's the only other spoiler that has not happened yet that I know is going to happen. And that could be at any point in time. But honestly, Squad Zero as well. That already happened. So, like, I think I might have said, like, 7 spoilers or something. And, like, 6 of them already happened. So, I am excited for the next 3 cores. I got to find out immediately when the next one is. Because if it's, like, 5 to 6 months, and we're getting like 2 months worth of Bleach each. No, like that would have been 13 episodes would be 3 months. So basically, half the time that we wait, we get to watch it in that amount of time. So if we wait 6 months and then we watch 3 months, wait 6 months, watch 3 months, I'm happy with that. I'm perfect with that. But this episode had so many twists, man. I'm trying to think of the stuff with Ishin and Masaki. I don't even know where to begin. It was kind of confusing. I honestly, I'm probably going to rewatch both of these episodes today to fully understand the stuff with the Quincy, the holification, where Zangetsu ties into it, the sword. All I know is that Kenpachi has been holding back his strength this entire time. And now he's no longer doing it. So we're going to see an entire different Kenpachi. But as cool as that is, Ichigo was involuntarily by someone else holding back the majority of his strength. So even more so than Kenpachi, the majority of his strength was being held back by Zangetsu. Or by the fake Zangetsu. And he was only using his Quincy powers, tied in with a little bit of his Soul Reaper powers. So Ichigo's probably going to be like 3, 4, 5 times stronger now when he unleashes all of that power. So Kenpachi and Ichigo might end this series being the 2 strongest characters. Holy shit, it's going to get good. It's going to get, like, what we saw, it's going to get only better from here is what it feels like. It's only going to get better now. The stuff with Uryu, I don't know. I always feel like with Uryu, especially with something like, because he's a very smart character, with something like this, I feel like there's a plan there. I feel like there's a plan. I feel like there's a plan. I feel like he's not, there's no way he's just selling out to Yhwach. Like, what reason would he have? I know we saw him reading that book 2 or 3 episodes ago. I think it was episode 7, where he read what happened to the Quincy's and that Yamamoto erased all of them. And that is a fair reason. Straight up, that is honestly a fair reason. Because he is a Quincy. Why is he not? Like, imagine you read a book about your entire lineage was manipulated and I don't want to compare it to anything in real life, but it's kind of like, I don't want to make that comparison. I don't want to make it, but imagine you read your entire people were just massacred and destroyed. And now you're one of a few and you're living amongst the people that did this to you. Of course, even though it's not necessarily them and it's the descendants of them, they weren't there 2,000 years ago when this happened, or 1,000 years ago when this happened. Still, you're going to want to get that power back for your own people. That's natural, I get it. And that is honestly enough of a reason. But at the end of the day, this is like the Zoro of Bleach. This is one of Ichigo's bestest friends, right? In the whole thing, who's by his side. So if he does make this turn, he's no longer Uryu, and a core. He's part of the foundation of what makes Bleach, and a core of that will be missing. That's like Chad turning evil. Imagine Chad turned evil in the middle of the series. It wouldn't make any sense. So I feel like either he's gonna come back and turn back good at some point. He's gonna get convinced, or he's playing. I think what's really happening is he's playing some kind of game here. He's doing something because he's a smart guy. I could be very, very wrong. And if I am, then I kind of just ripped you guys off of a great reaction there. But I didn't want to fake it because I honestly didn't feel like Uryu really turned. I didn't. I feel like there's something there. And I feel like we're supposed to think Uryu is turning, but because he read a book, one of the 4 main characters of Bleach that has been fighting with Ichigo saved his life how many times? Chad, Urahime, all these people saved his life how many times? And he's going to turn on all of them because he read a book about his people? Again, it's a fair reason, but it still just doesn't add up to me. But anyways, guys, that's my live reaction to Bleach episodes 12 and 13. If you enjoyed, like the video, subscribe, comment down below how hyped you guys are for the next core. And if you do know when it's coming up, comment down below as well, just in case I can't find it. I'll probably be able to pull it up in like a minute, 30 seconds. But just in case, just let me know as well when the next core is starting. And what was your favorite moment of this season of Bleach? Like these 13 episodes, what was your favorite moment? Mine has to be episode 5 still. Yamamoto coming in hot. Those last 5 minutes of episode 5 is the most hype I've ever been watching anime. So that's still the king of it to me. But this was the second best because of all the twists and all the turns. So thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And then I'll see you guys later this week with another great One Piece video. Nature Boy, out.
Bye-bye.